Treason behind the back. Negotiations about the future. It was late Friday evening when I pulled up in front of the house. Another week was over, and I was looking forward to sitting down and relaxing for the night. As I headed inside, part of me wondered if tonight was going to be the night. I walked inside. There was my wife sitting on the couch with another man sitting next to her. Yeah, looks like she finally decided to pull the trigger. "Honey, we need to talk," she said. I quietly walked in and sat down in the padded chair. I looked at her and saw that she was nervous. The man who was with her was nervous too. I wasn't supposed to know who the man was. She had never introduced him to me, after all. It's rare for someone to introduce their lover to their husband. I paid no attention to her when she started telling me how she was going to justify her leaving me. I mean, what excuse could there possibly be for cheating? I understand that two people can drift apart. I understand what it's like to fall in love with another person, but when that happens, a reasonable person talks to their partner and ends the relationship, not after they've already slept with the new person. But my wife has always been a spoilt brat. I felt my blood pressure starting to rise and decided to stop this farce. "Okay, so you want a divorce. I get it. I assume your bags are packed and you're ready to leave?" "Well, no, I think it would be better if you left. This house is wonderful and a great place to raise children. We're gonna need it." "All right, give me an hour. I'll pack my things and leave." She stared at me. It wasn't at all what she expected. I could tell she was very disappointed. I think she wanted me to fight for her, or at least be hurt by her leaving me. Nope. I went upstairs and gathered my things. It didn't really take that long. Most of my stuff had already been carried out of the house, but she didn't notice. She spent so much time trying to outdo the Joneses that she didn't even notice me slowly moving all my stuff out. I finished packing and carried my bags downstairs. I set them by the door and then looked at her and her lover. "Well, I'm done. I'll have my lawyer contact your lawyer so we can get this over with." "Cho," I said, turned and walked away without giving her a chance to say anything else. I knew she couldn't stand not having the last word. I knew she couldn't wait to see me crushed. That didn't happen. I called my lawyer and told him it was time. Then I drove to my new home. On Monday, her life went to hell, just like mine did 2 years ago when I found out she was cheating on me. She was handed papers at work that listed adultery as a reason for divorce. Not that it mattered, but it just added fuel to the fire. I guess she tried to call. Too bad I changed my phone number. Firstly, neither of our names were listed on the house, and she had 30 days to vacate the premises. Secondly, the bank accounts were practically empty. She then found out that I was employed on an hourly basis by the company I had worked for the last 10 years. No pension, no insurance, nothing. She will get nothing in the divorce. No alimony because she makes more money than I do. For the next 6 months, she happily watched all her little dreams crumble. Her and her boyfriend's country club membership was canceled. Her salary was no longer enough to buy fancy clothes and other luxuries. No, she had to pay rent, utilities, and food like any other adult in the world. She had her car repossessed for non-payment. A year after the divorce, things got worse. She and her boss, her boyfriend, were fired. Her company had a policy against relationships with subordinates. Then she saw me in the paper and her day got even worse. It was a picture of me and my new wife, the owner of her former company, our newborn baby in our garden. The garden was in our old house. She was right. It was the perfect place to start a family. The end,